है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
जिन्हों बच्चों ने याद प्यार भेजी है, बाप दादा उन सभी बच्चों को जिन्होंने पत्रों द्वारा या किसी भी द्वारा याद प्यार भेजा, बाप दादा को स्वीकार हुआ और बाप दादा रिटर्न में सभी बच्चों को दादापन का वरदान दे रही है। अच्छा, एक सेकंड में उठ सकते हो? एक सेकंड में उठ सकते हो? उठ सकते हो? उठ सकते हो? उठ सकते हो? पंख पावरफुल है ना? बस बाबा कहा और उड़ा। चारों ओर के सर्वश्रेष्ठ बाप समान दादापन की भावना रखने वाले श्रेष्ठ आत्माओं को निरंतर याद और सेवा में तत्पर रहने वाले परमात्मा सेवा के साथी बच्चों को सदा लक्ष्य और लक्षण को समान बनाने वाले सदा बाप के स्नेह और समान समीप बनने वाले बाप दादा के नैनों के तारीफ सदा विश्व कल्याण की भावना में रहने वाले रहम दिल मास्टर किमिया के सागर बच्चों को दूर बैठने वाले मधुबन में नीचे बैठने वाले और बाप दादा के सामने बैठे हुए सर्व बच्चों को याद प्यार और नमस्ते।
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Become full of the treasure of happiness. Have the fortune of happiness and be happy and cheerful. Elevated action. Whenever you perform any elevated action, you definitely feel the practical fruit of that in yourself in the form of happiness and power. Others who see a soul performing elevated actions also feel zeal and enthusiasm in their effort that they too can become like that. So you yourself receive the practical fruit and others are also served. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 4. Become full of the treasure of happiness. Have the fortune of happiness and be happy and cheerful. Today's topic, elevated action. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Is everyone flying? Yes? Yes. Baba wants us to fly. And I'm really kind of wondering what it means to be flying. We understand word flying. We know when we fly, we can cross but there is a little story which I don't know completely, but they say Hanuman, sometimes they say, is the son of the air. But actually when he was little boy, he had only one desire, and that is to fly. So every time he will try to fly, then he will fall down. Then he will fly. Surprisingly, recently I haven't, but there is whole series of him. And lot of young people, those who are a little bit spiritual, they had been reading this lot, that how did he learn to fly. So he will just go very high. But when he's going high, but other was to also dive, dive is going deeper and deeper. So he acquired that ability to fly. And you know the stories when he had to bring a herb of life for Lakshman, Ram's brother, who became unconscious during the fight. And he went, and these devils will create a trick by that all the herbs, he was told that the herb which will light up are the real ones. So these devils did a trick that all the herbs will light up so that he doesn't know which one. So he went around and around. He couldn't find. So he said, let me carry the mountain because I can't decide. So herbal doctor who recommended that there should be these herbs, and when they will be given, Lakshman will be again in consciousness. So then he brought whole mountain, and they had to choose. And very interesting that because he could fly, he could bring whole mountain, but he didn't come without, because we could easily say, oh, we couldn't find, come back. But he said he can't, because his desire to accomplish, whether to fly or to get a herb of life, that he didn't make an excuse and didn't say, oh, I couldn't find what to do. He said, let me carry the mountain. So some of the inner deep motivation, determination, some of the qualities which Hanuman is supposed to be one of the most devoted and humble servant of Lord Rama. He was sitting by his foot all the time and just waiting for the signal. So in each one of us, to fly, that means first you have to go above. But flying also gives you a speed, right? Even if car is going very fast, but the flight will definitely go faster than that. So how do I, in my efforts, whatever is happening, I see it like as if when we are flying, you pass different scenes or clouds, everything, you pass it very fast. So going higher, but also letting go, not keep feel like it just happened yesterday. These days, many of us feel, oh, something happened, oh, it was like long ago. It's not new, it's not just now. But if you feel that what happened 10 days ago, you feel it today. So you haven't moved at all, nor you are flying, whether it is speed wise or going higher. So practice this and sometimes take this, because many times we listen to things but not necessarily practice. So take this signal from Baba, fly. Instead of why and what, fly. So I think you will have good experiences. When I reflect on it, then I try to see these days like you feel something has happened so many days ago because you cross it very fast. So let's listen to Baba, Baba's Avyakti signal. Because I also had been, how do you create happiness? How do you give happiness? And it's very interesting how Avyak Babdada's points, because these points are from the Murli, right? So this is very, very good point, is elevated actions. Anything which brings the evident result and you can see, like flowers are blossoming or fruits are coming on the tree, it's a kind of evidence that there was a seed and now it's growing and bringing the fruit. So same is like our elevated, whether thoughts, words or actions, when they bring the success, when you see the result, definitely there is happiness. And second part, I was saying that others are inspired. Their enthusiasm increases looking at you, being elevated in your thoughts, words, and actions. So whenever you perform any elevated action, you definitely feel the practical fruit of that in yourself in the form of happiness. So when you see the practical fruit of that in yourself in the form of happiness and power, others who see a soul performing elevated actions also feel zeal and enthusiasm in their effort, that they too can become like that. So you yourself receive the practical fruit and others also are served. That means they are inspired, their enthusiasm, courage, everything like emerges in them looking at you. So it's very, very good to just keep doing elevated and let others be inspired. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Aditya Parivar. Om Shanti, everyone. Good to be here again. With you, Moini Didi, dear Moini Didi. So I'm very inspired by your story of Hanuman. I tend to be more friend with Ganesh because we get along very well, but I like Hanuman too. And I think today I was actually Hanuman because there is the life-giving herb, but there are also flowers of love. And I thought, what am I going to do? Oh. Did you hear any of this? No? A little bit through the other mic. So yes, I was thinking that, there is the life-giving herb, but the flower of love is also beautiful. And I was confused, and I thought, what am I going to do today? I'm in New York, and the flower of love is in Montreal. So I became Hanuman, and I flew to Montreal, and I brought the jasmine from Montreal. See,
Thank you.
and now you can really smell it because it's really jasmine. So it's a different type of jasmine. But I thought this is not enough. Hanuman, he brought a mountain. So I should be doing a little bit better than giving you just one tiny flower. So you'll have to bear with me. Put the camera wider, and I brought a mountain of jasmine. We hide it a little bit. For everyone on Zoom, you have to bear with me a few minutes. And the flowers,
क्या खरीद के
so we brought you the mountain.
that's why I inspired to tell this story. Maybe because of your mountain.
So where is that? So this is the mountain of jasmine, but not only once, but there has to be two mountains. And as you can see, so this one, I didn't put my nose anywhere near because
Wow, look at this.
this is for you. So you can smell that that one.
Very
This is
big man.
gardenia. If you smell that one,
Oh, that's different.
that's the one.
Yeah.
You smell a little
We
bit?
will offer Baba.
Yes.
If
You
I,
offer to Baba first?
if I smell,
Yeah.
we can't offer. But what Brother Eric is saying, of course, what he brought, that even Ganesh has a trick, right? They say that one time, oh my flower, one time, Ganesh and Karthik, they were two brothers. So they were two brothers, and so they were told to go around the world, and who will come back first will get something they were promising them. So Karthik was tall and very active. So he he just ran. And Ganesh said anyway he couldn't really run that fast. He knew he's not going to win. So he went around Shiva and Parvati, and he came first. He said, my parents are like my world. So I just went around, so I am the first one. So that's also a good story, right? And
So-
that's me, I am Ganesh.
That's why I feel close to you.
I just go around, Baba, Mama, reach there, and then I come back soon. I don't have to go around a lot.
So I don't know if maybe also the world goes around you, I think, because you speak now, but then they will listen later in Europe, and then later in Australia, then it goes into many, many
Yeah,
circles.
that's what Baba does, right?
So with love, I think from the whole family, I think everyone in Aveti Parivar will be feeling like they can all identify one flower for you now as a big bouquet. So yes, life-giving herb and flowers of love. So happy to go back to Montreal, but Jasmine will be here now. And I'll call to make sure it has water and love. And when one flower can come to you.
To get a plant is easy, but to take care.
Yeah,
is
I will.
more
I will take care of the distance. I will call.
Mm.
I'm happy we are talking about happiness. And, I was thinking that I don't know in Hindi, I know one day we had a beautiful class on the different words that exist in Hindi for love. But I think in happiness, there's a few also, Kushi, Sukh, and one that I really, really love is Atindriya Sukh. I think it's one of beautiful words, the happiness beyond the senses. And we talk sometimes of contentment, joy, satisfaction. So how do you describe the different types of happiness? How much happiness do you play different sounds or different ways of happiness?
There are some of the things, like one word could be comfort also, in the sense of when you are very comfortable, you are very happy. And we all use comforter, and when you go to India, it's quite heavy, right? So there is someone who found, and we got very, very light comforter, very light, like you don't feel even there is comforter. And it comforts, right? Because you don't have to, anytime you turn, it's so light instead of heavy. So happiness is very much connected with very deep lightness, happiness. And then, sometimes like you are very joyful, your mind and everything is like jumping, it's like very, very, very joyful. Some people have that, what we call joyful nature. Anything happen, they are joyful. Nothing really bothers them, worries them. And super sensitive joy is where you have very deep experiences which are not connected with, oh, I got good food, so I am happy, or, it's not connected with senses, it's not connected with sense organs, but it's very, very deep, very subtle, and is based on definitely some kind of a spiritual attainment. And then there is even bliss, where there is really, you are totally beyond, you are always blissful. If you get something, you are happy. If you don't get it, you are still okay. Because you are in a very deep state of mind which is blissful. And I see that also part of kind of happiness, quality of that virtue. So it's little different. When Dadi Janki comes here, she always says, oh, I really like New York. Two things. One is you don't talk about problems and stories and negativity. And second, she says, whatever little is required, you always provide us. So, sometimes we see only everything in a spiritual way. But, let's say Dadi last time came to Peace Village, and we had thought to, create something for her. So a new room came up, and she used to mention so much about the bathroom we made, everything for her wheelchair and all that. So sometimes the love and the feelings are also making person comfortable. It's not only emotional or mental, but it's also you do little things which can make them less stressful when they are doing things, and so that's called sukh. So she always say, you give me lot of sukh when I come here. I am sukhi here. She will use word. Because some people, like, they don't think that she is 90 plus and what we require for her. And I know that even for her, there was a time 40 years ago, we went to a new center. They say she's Dadi, she doesn't need anything, right? But she needs towel, she needs comforter, she needs. So they said she's Dadi. So she slept on sofa without any pillows, blankets and everything. And I was kind of person who always want to see. But now when, then we taught them you need a good sheets, you need good towels, you need proper mattress, you need proper bed. And that is called making someone sukhi, comfortable in a way. Yeah, so there are many different ways. Because if you do something for the need of a person with a loveful feeling, not that person is demanding or asking, it brings joy. That look at her thoughts, the way she's thinking for me, so that brings joy also. So sukhi, then joyful, then But a lot of that comes, of course, from love, but also, there has to be recognition that soul is in the body, right? If soul was without body, doesn't need anything, right? But when soul is body, age is a factor. Everything is a factor there where you have to recognize and kind of help. And I always say, like, these people are like angels, because they know what to do, how to do. So doing also brings happiness, and one who does, one for whom we do, also feels happy. So it's giving and taking happiness. One is giving, other is taking, and when you are taking, then you are also giving. So when you think of, Baba says, give and take happiness. So this is one of the examples.
That's good. You are sharing a few ideas, and I had two other questions, and then you answered them one after the other. So you answered three questions in one. That's very good. And yeah, Triben was here earlier, and she was reminding us of the sentence in the Murli today when Baba mentions that you should give happiness, but according to the principles and the laws also of the family here. How did you understand that way that Baba said, share happiness, but according to the rules, according to the law?
You are visiting your home, a home, whether it's friend, family, or anyone, and they are offering you food to eat. And they're really kind of begging, it will make us happy, it will give us a lot of happiness if you eat. And so should I make that person happy by eating that? Or I should say, it's not my maryada because it's not sato pradhan. Food always is like, I remember when I went first time after Gyan to my Lokik sister, and both sisters are elder. And so how to say, what to say? A sister and you're not eating food. So I had to kind of say, I don't remember exactly. But there was a big kind of challenge there, whether you keep love, make the her happy, or break the maryadas. Big challenge. I still remember first time I had to, I'm very sleepy, I want to sleep early, I don't want dinner. And they brought me up in the sense of, older sisters are like your mothers, and they really love you, care for you. And here you are just saying, I won't eat cooked by you. So I never could say it. So when I didn't eat and I said, oh, I have to sleep early. And the next morning I went to center and I thought I will eat breakfast, bring some lunch with me and tell her they really gave me. I was avoiding to say that I will not eat cooked by you so that she's not sad, or she might start crying even. And some or other she felt and found out. So one day she's saying, do you have certain principles? What is restriction in your, I said, they're not restriction, but there are certain principles. And one is that I should be eating food cooked by yogi souls. And so of course she was very upset. And what is this yogi soul? I said, because we have to become divine. I said, I don't want to be divine. Like she keep reacting to every word I will say. But somehow that she compromised and she said, okay, I will cut, you cook. I get everything ready and then you cook. I said, that works, that will work. Gradually she understood and she said, okay, do whatever. And
you cook and I eat. That's what she said.
No, I said, you can cut and I will cook, but it's all right. Then she agreed. She said, okay, you cook and I will help in whatever. I will wash pots and I will clean and you just cook. So sometimes it's like big challenge. Now when it comes to social systems, customs and systems, no, Baba sometimes mention. So in our uh, community, there are certain things, and one was that, of course, that one is dowry. Every daughter has to get, and then it is like matching family and matching what both parties have to give. So if it's middle class, it's 21, everything 21 saris, 21, 21. If it's little less than 10. So my mother came in Gyan, and my two sisters got married. And some or other she started feeling, why I have to give so much, in the sense of after marriage, then first child is born. So in-laws expect 20 trays of sweet, 20 of this. So she said, I will give what I feel. I won't give because it's a custom. So she's breaking here. And we knew that sisters will have problem because their in-laws will keep telling them nothing came from your parents, what happened. And so how to please both parties is not very easy. So she will come to me and want to know what to do. So I will tell her that if you do with good wishes, if you do without any heaviness and fear, they will accept it and there won't be problem for your daughter or my sister. So she gradually started reducing what she would have to give, whether money or ornaments or food. Not, I'm surprised how much food, not food, the sweets have to be sent when first boy is born, then second child is born. And she keep reducing little by little. I said, because they shouldn't have hard time. So there is always anything you do, either you break Maryada or you do it wisely, whatever is best, where you are not breaking Maryada, but still not hurting people. Because when people are hurt, their vibrations in the family, and also when they talk to others, in-laws will talk. So Brahma Kumari's name doesn't really is in glory. So I always kept aim in a way that we have to follow Baba, be obedient, but other side in the society, because we had big family, their in-laws, their families, and we didn't want it to create like unpleasant relationships because of. So we did it wisely, but sometimes it's like very difficult not to break Maryada or break Maryada and have a lot of difficulty.
What about between Brahmins? Are there certain caution that we need to follow to give happiness, but without breaking certain systems or values, principles?
I think with Brahmins also you have to be little bit diplomatic, in the sense of, like somebody just, especially it could be money for outing. Like I never really much enjoyed, let's go out, let's go this. And some people like, to do all that. So I always listen to me, myself, what really I would like. And then I say it. But the feelings which we create, if we avoid that, in the sense of, yes, I will love to do, it's so good to do, but still I am not really, I won't enjoy it, so I don't want to do it. It's a common thing, let's go out for coffee. No, there was a time we never even will have coffee outside, right? Even in the flight, I know that many didn't drink tea, coffee. But gradually now we have soft drink, we have coffee, we have tea. So within Brahmins also, it depends on what they're demanding on you or want you to do because you are a good friend. But I learned from Dadi Janki. I learned from her that you can keep friendship, not necessarily follow them. So one time I was sitting outside Indraprasth. It was World Meditation Hour. And it was time to go. She was going. But I had little bit stomach upset. So I was planning not to go. So Dadi was passing. Chalo, chalo, we have to go. So I didn't get up. But in few minutes I thought at least I should respond. But she was gone all the way far. And I learned, say hello, do you want to come? But don't wait. Don't ever wait for anyone. Because when you wait, then you are delayed. Always. We have to go together, we have to go together. Let's go. We have to reach in time. Like you are in kind of tension. Many times it happens. So, like somebody asked Baba, I got upset because this one didn't tell truth. So Baba said, are you right to get angry? Because you both did mistake, right? That one tell lies and you get angry. Okay, punctuality. It's a big, big challenge. You want to keep your dignity. Like I am a person, I would like to be punctual. But if I can't make it, I feel very, even if others are late, but I like to be in time. So gradually, you could help other souls to see that how important it is to be in time, because if people want to look at you as example, they want you to be in time too. So within Brahmins also, you have to maintain our maryadas, and one of the maryada also is not to get upset, right? Especially within Brahmin family. You have any particular maryada in mind, like what?
Well, sometimes it's the feeling that you want to really make others happy, even Brahmins. You want to sustain them, serve them, or help them, cooperate. You want to. Sometimes some Brahmins are going through a difficult time, so we want to help them. But at the same time, I remember the Janki saying, "Don't make anyone dependent on you or attached to you." And so I was wondering if there is, a way to make others happy, but not making sure that they don't, from that happiness, start expecting more or start having feeling that, okay, now I'm happy, so let's meet again, so I'm more happy.
Dadi Janki was sitting upstairs here in a Vyakti Bhavan, and there were 2-3 of us RCs. And she said, you all have to do nothing, just be loving, give love, give love. And we were not very satisfied because we said, when you give lot of love, people get very attached. She said, no. When there is purity, that attachment is not harmful. That attachment is necessary. So then she asked us, do you think I am attached with all of you? We said, you tell. She said, yes, I am. Because that is sustaining you. So when she said, when there is purity, that bond is not creating dependency. It is empowering each other. She said, what I am today is because of all of you. And what you all are today, because of me too. Because I saw you with that vision. I gave you that respect. So now everyone, Dadi loves Sister Winnie, or Dadi loves this one. So she actually wanted us to be more loving, not all the time official, in the sense of talk of rules, regulation, always talk about. She said, no, in love, everything works. And because there is purity, there is no attachment. And that is how I remember that when I got the news of Sakar Baba becoming awake, it was 1 o'clock, midnight, early morning, when I heard somebody knocked and said, Baba left body. They didn't know about awake. But there was such pleasant, deep silence. Not even a drop of sorrow, not. Otherwise, like Baba was our main support.
So you think that was that purity?
Yes, purity. So after that, I really truly love people, ask for them, care for them, give them what they need. Some or other, I immediately know what is the need of that person. But I don't think I'm making them dependent or I am becoming dependent, so because of purity. That's what we all have to look at our feelings, our stage of purity. Then I don't think in love we will break any maryadas.
I don't know if anyone is getting excited in Avyakti Parivar now, thinking, oh, this is a new point. I can, have love and okay, maybe attachment is okay if it's pure. No, 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 no. Please listen again carefully.
No, but
purity is a foundation.
purity, but even in your Lokik family, my all Lokik family was in Gyan, everyone. And within 2 years, like 2, 3 souls, immediate family left body. Surprisingly, I didn't add tears. It's only when one of Shantiben left body. We had never seen souls living like this in front of us because she said she wants to leave body at center. So she still had certain percentage of heart functioning. So that means we had to take oxygen and the person who was using oxygen sitting next to me said, our heart is still heavy. But because they had planned, so gradually, but the doctor said, nurse said, that is gradually failing. He is not able to see. He is looking at the level of oxygen. So the oxygen man, the way he's saying, and the doctor is saying, that all dadis were around, Dadi Gulzar, Rukmani Dadi, how they are saying. And we saw her, suddenly how people knew, about 100 people gathered there for meditation. Then she's leaving body. And then finally, her heart failed. And so I think that love is such a support and power if it's pure. And pure is not only viceless, but soul conscious love. I even didn't know until now I realize what is soul conscious love. And some people think that is being detached. And I don't see detached. Detached something could be very sorrowful. Like you don't show sympathy, you don't care what is happening, oh, because I am detached. But loveful detachment, soul conscious detachment is a very, very royal quality.
I think that's opening the door for. I can't go back to Montreal now, so I'll have to stay for continuation of the conversation tomorrow night. So we can move from happiness to soul conscious love. And yes, the garden will be growing and there will be flowers of love blooming to continue the conversation. So thank you.
It's needed for world service. It's not just for few of us. Whole world needs feelings of love, belonging, sympathy, empathy, whatever. And also in that, whether it's giving little bit, if somebody is really, we asked Tadi Prakash Mai, when we travel from Delhi to Abu by train, she asked us, what food you bring? And those days we used to bring paneer, sabzi, pakora, good food. So she said, if some children are sitting around and they're looking at food, will you give them? She's asking us. She said, always bring extra food so that those who are sitting and looking at your food, that they don't bring food or water. you should give them, because their vibrations and their feeling of hunger, whatever, is not good for you. So now some people say, but Baba said, don't give to the poor, or we won't give money, but we will give some food or something like that. So Dadi always taught us, share with others, share with, you don't just sit and eat. You always will offer whatever. They don't take is all right. Like we were at airport in Jaipur and there is a child. We all are eating. We offered and child didn't take, but you feel uncomfortable when somebody, especially children, are watching and we enjoying our food and we don't give that one. So I think that there has to be some very basic values and care, human care has to be there, that other person is starving and then we are eating. So share, care.
Thank you, Manidiri. Really nice to feel those values, They are really the heart of the yagya, and I think it's good to remind everyone of these beautiful values. So thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll be back tomorrow.
Om Shanti Avakti Parivar. So tomorrow is Sunday and our schedule from Amritwela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. 6 o'clock meditation will start, followed by Hindi Sakar Murli, followed by meditation, folk offering, and then English Avek Murli. In the evening, 6 o'clock Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, and Avekti Journey. Welcome to Avekti Journey. Avek Murlis from 1969, multi-million fold fortune and blessings.
Om Shanti. Avyakt Murli, 4th of May 1973. Rights and Dependency. Do you understand the meaning of being an all-rounder? What does it mean to be an all-rounder? You are all all-rounders, are you not? What is the stage of being an all-rounder to perfection? You have to pay attention to 3 things, especially. Firstly, those who are all-rounders will remain engaged in service. Secondly, they will have the special virtue of being able to harmonize with everyone's nature and sanskars. And thirdly, they will fit into any subject of karma yoga in such a way that it is as though they have been engaged in that particular task for a long period of time. They will not feel it to be new. They will seem to be those who are very experienced and knowledgeable in every task. Those who fit all 3 aspects at every moment are known to be all-rounders. Because the line of fortune is created on the basis of each aspect, the record of the sanskars of the soul is created on the basis of this. Therefore, all these things have a deep connection with your reward. If you are 90% in every aspect and are lacking 10%, then there will be the influence of this much lacking in your reward also. The number reduces because of the subtle weakness. You also notice those who seem to be similar effort makers in a physical way. However, when you look at them deeply in a refined way, then because of a little percentage lacking in one thing or another, even though they appear to be similar, you will see that there is a difference. So, you can know through this what your number will be. How much percentage do you have in all three aspects? Do not be happy knowing that you have all three aspects. The number is not created on this basis. The numbers will be created according to the percentage you have in them. So, have you become ever ready and all-rounders to this extent? All of you have the aim of becoming number one, do you not? You do not have the aim of thinking that it doesn't matter if you claim the last number, do you? If you have the aim of thinking that whatever you receive is good, what would that be called? What would be the title of such a weak soul? Such souls are also remembered in the scriptures. Firstly, tell Baba of such a title, and secondly, what is a memorial of such souls? The memorial of such souls is that when God distributed fortune, they were sleeping. Carelessness is also partly sleeping. Those who remain careless are in the stage of sleeping. If you become careless, then also you would be said to be sleeping. What would be the title of such souls? Such souls are called those who kick away the fortune that comes in front of them. You have become the children of the bestower of fortune. That is, you have claimed all rights. The fortune has come in front of you. That is, the bestower of fortune has come in front of you. What would you say if, instead of creating the fortune that has come in front of you, you kick it aside? Unfortunate. Om Shanti.
कर्म की तू पहचान कर ले कर्म की तू पहचान कर ले कर्म की कर्मों के कर्म हो ऊंच महान, कर ले कर्म की तू पहचान, हे मानव कर ले तू पहचान। श्रेष्ठ कर्म की कलम लगा ले, अपना जीवन दिव्य बना ले। श्रेष्ठ कर्म की कलम लगा ले, अपना जीवन दिव्य बना ले। कर्म की गति बलवान, कर ले कर्म की तू पहचान, हे मानव कर ले तू पहचान। दुख न देना मन वचन से, आगे बढ़ तू सत्कर्मों से। दुख न देना मन वचन से, आगे बढ़ तू सत्कर्मों से। कर तू गुणों का दान, कर ले कर्म की तू पहचान, हे मानव कर ले तू पहचान।
Can share.
Very long. Nice. Come. Out. Out.
Mhm.
Recording stopped.